Alright there, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Another video on Old Red, our Project 1983 Peterbilt 359. We installed this beautiful upholstery in the cab of the truck from the Daycab company, and today we're doing the sleeper. Okay, so kind of like we did up front, I think we're going to start with our sleeper door panels first. Then I've kind of got wall panels just kind of laid in place here. Nothing's attached, nothing's installed. Just kind of tried to sort out kind of where everything's location is. So we're going to do door panels, and then the wall panels all go in next. Then our headliner pieces will go in last. Okay, so now on these sleeper door panels, we are going to have a few cutouts to make. We got to have one for the door handle and another one for the sleeper vent here. Now when we flip these panels over, you can see that they've already got the locations for those all marked out here. So it's just going to be a matter of cutting these out, trimming the upholstery, folding it over, and gluing it down. Should be fairly straightforward. Now having a good sharp knife definitely makes this a lot easier. Be careful, take your time. Do 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 do. Now these aren't at all what these are designed for. These are actually Tiger Tool snap ring and push pin pliers that were sent to me by good friend J.C.Smith over at the channel J.C.Smith Projects. Now these are made for taking snap rings and push pins out, but these actually work quite fantastic for pulling these buttons off. Okay, now with our buttons removed out of our cutout area here, we should just be able to pull this back off of here. Then we're going to need to trim this foam back. Okay, now that that's all trimmed back, we're just going to take a little bit of spray glue. We're putting spray glue, we're spraying it so it's hitting both this as well as where we're going to tack it to. And then one of the tricks to spray glue, you want to let this stuff dry. So you're going to spray it on here and then let this sit a while before you try to attach that. Okay, so then basically once it's dry, basically to the touch, there's just a tiny bit of tack there. This is essentially a contact adhesive. So just pull this around, stick it, and then you've got a nice finished look. So now let's go ahead and we'll do the same process for the rest of the cutouts here. We got a door handle cutout, and then we got the other door panel to do. So let's get to it. Yeah, and then you can see just how nice that finishes out. Now some of you guys might ask why the Daycab company doesn't just finish this for you. And really that's because one application can vary a little bit to the next. Now for instance, like the front of my truck, where I put my speaker cutouts, if you go back and you watch Twin Sticks Garage video, he put his speakers in his overhead console rather than using the factory location. So he would have left those cutouts in place and he's left with a nice smooth interior, whereas I cut them out and I've installed my speakers in that location. So it does really help you kind of customize your application to exactly what you're doing and make for a really nice finished product. Okay, now here's something I learned up front. It wasn't included in the last video because I really didn't realize it was a problem until after I finished recording that video. But when you install your door panels, if you install them on the inside with the door closed, it makes sure that you don't get into your weather stripping and pinch your door panel in your weather stripping. I had that problem on the passenger side door up front, and I got all done with everything, and I found I was having a really hard time getting the door to latch. So I ended up having to adjust my panel a little bit so that my door panel was not getting hit by the weather stripping.
Since it costs a lot to win and even more to lose, you and me are bound to spend some time wondering which to choose. It goes to show that you don't even know what you're buying, play it slow. Wait until that deal comes down, and don't you let that deal go down.
Alright, so now with our door panel done, we should be able to start working our way around the walls here.
Goes to show that you don't even know what you call and play it slow. Wait until that deal go down. Don't you let that deal go down.
Especially for these having been handmade templates on these sleeper panels here, this stuff is fitting amazingly well. Now check this out. These guys even took the time to make sure that when these panels come together and overlap here, the stitching even lines up. Tell me that's not nice. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm just amazed how well all the sleeper wall panels went in. That's just amazing. And it looks fantastic. Okay, so I guess with all my interior wall panels in place, what I've got next to do here is I need to install my dome lights like I did up front. Now apparently you guys really liked these because I put a link in the description for these to Amazon in the first video on the interior install, and they sold out of them on the very first day that video was up. So apparently you guys like these as well, but basically I've kind of determined where I want to put them, and I'm going to center them on the buttons here this time. So I'm just going to take a straight edge here to the buttons. Just going to take it nice and slow, light pressure. Alright, so and then just like we did on the front headliner, we got these things wired up here, and we're just going to tape them right down to the headliner. To hold them in place. So These headliner sections are certainly a little bit on the awkward side. Okay, so headliner is up in place. I'm just gonna hook up some temporary power here for some extra light. Now that we got dome lights, I think really we might as well go ahead and put this sleeper boot piece in here. Now these upholstery panels are a little awkward to move around and position and all that, but one good thing about the 359 is on a 379, this sleeper door would be right here. It'd be even harder to get these inside the truck. Definitely one of those places where an extra set of hands would certainly come in handy. So I think about the easiest way that I've found to do these is to kind of get the back up into place first and then kind of rotate this whole panel up like this into place. Okay, and then once you got it in place, just a little fine tuning on the placement. Screw it down, and that's about all there is to that. Alright, so that's the headliner in place, and I think this looks just absolutely fantastic. I really could not be happier with the upholstery work that the Daycab company did. I think this is great. I love it. Got one more upholstery piece to put in, and that's the trim piece along the bed here, so let's get that done. Alright, so here's the bed trim piece. This is going to go along the front like this. I think I'm going to take just a minute with this here and fiddle with it, figure out exactly the best way to go about folding this in here. So these got a bend at these sewn lines here to wrap around the top of the bed trim there. So I'm going to kind of get these kind of started, folded over. That. Same thing on this one here. Let's see if we can get that to, there we go. This should go around like so. That works out quite well, actually. Go ahead and get a hole drilled in here from the back side.
blue sky. Tears are cry for that woman, gonna flood you, big river. Gonna sit right here until
Definitely happy with that.
Well, a man racks up.
I'm honestly really happy with this entire interior. The daycab company just does such fantastic work. It looks fantastic. It fits. Man, I really got no complaints about this upholstery. You know, and I'll tell you guys, the interior of this truck was something that I was really honestly worried about how I was going to do it when I got this truck. Because the interior of the truck was already gutted on the truck when I bought it. I was missing a lot of the parts. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to have to be scrounging junkyards trying to find decent interior pieces or who made them or, anything like that. And, the fact that, we've got companies like the Daycab company out here just making these fantastic upholsteries for these old trucks, just absolutely fantastic. And they're great people to work with. So I'd say if you guys need upholstery for your old truck or even a newer truck, if you need flooring, if you're looking to do a Daycab conversion, I really can't recommend these guys enough. Go check them out, give them a call, give them a chance at your business, and I really don't think that you'll be disappointed in the work that they do. I'm absolutely over the moon happy with this interior on this truck, and I really can't thank them guys enough for the job that they did on this. In the sleeper, I've still got some trim pieces and, kind of miscellaneous things to do to really finish up this interior, but I know you guys have been waiting for this video for a while, so I think we're going to go ahead and end this video off here. Anyway, guys, if you're liking the videos, if you're liking what you're seeing, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and thank you. Have a great day.